You know, to be honest about it, a couple of days of walking around an assembly line this large, and this is like, well, paradise redefined. Feels good to sit down, and to sit down in luxury of this level, got to tell you, I wouldn't mind this any time of day. Real quickly, just want to go over a couple of key details in here, because when I look at the growth of what these interiors have, well, refined themselves into, it really blows me away. These trucks are no longer a bench seat and a buckboard ride. They really are about making the end user, whether it's an office or a family, just getting out and away with this thing, well, a lot more comfortable. Now, real quickly, they refer to this as a two-tone modular dashboard layout, and if you look at it, that makes a lot of sense. Very attractive. This one has the wood graining and obviously the offset beige color. But if you look at the execution of detail, like the bezels around the HVAC, which, by the way, has also been redesigned to make the interior more quiet. And of course, they've gone thicker in side glass. They're using quiet steel and a lot of sound deadening throughout the interior to really bring this interior dB down to what darn near living room levels. And of course, instrumentation, I'm a fan of that. And you'll see this bezel design tie into the actual tachometer and speedometer, and great use of gauges. A lot more information coming off of this engine and powertrain system than you would normally see. And in fact, in the Power Stroke diesel, this even includes an hour meter, which from a maintenance perspective is awesome stuff. Now, optional features, of course, an integrated trailer brake controller. I'm a huge fan of this, and it's been improved ergonomically, and this one's expanded to include the optional upfitter switches. So if you put clearance lights or driving lights or whatever options you want, literally have these switches already wired in. Makes them a lot easier to plug into. Now, if you're one that thinks that maybe that's not an option worth getting, you're certainly welcome to go down to your local auto parts store, and of course it will in fact permit you to wire in your own trailer brake controller. But I got to tell you, having this thing already in dash, I think is the way to go. Other key operational issues, certainly a center console that's not just here to be an armrest, but actually is a portable office in that it allows hanging folders for filing system. It has a PowerPoint and the ability to hide away your laptop and a cell phone as well. Again, addressing different uses. Love the size of the cup holders and, of course, the number of them. Other optional features, of course, is the rear seat entertainment DVD system. Now, this is available on most of the crew cab models. Of course, that'll make that right in back there a lot more pleasant as well. Heated seats, of course, you come to expect that. An audio system that gives you backup controls right here on the steering wheel. Well, you get a sense of it in a real hurry. We've got a lot more to talk about, and as much as I actually hate to leave this interior, I'm going to go on back now. Okay, last couple of details. I just want to remind you again about these headlights because I really like the thought process behind it. Ford decided to bring this driving light down lower. This is the principal lamp for driving. They did this because they wanted it to be less of a distraction to oncoming drivers. Pretty smart thinking. They also lowered the frame rails down 7 inches and mounted the bumper there. They did this to lower the rate of override in case of an accident. Again, I like that thought process. Now, if you've been with us through this whole process, I mean, it's been pretty amazing. The sophistication of the plant, obviously the sophisticated hardware that goes in this vehicle, and the craftsmanship has just been amazing. And I think we've done a pretty good job of conveying that for you. The thing that you had to be here for, however, and the thing that really pleased us most, is when we saw the amount of pride that went into this vehicle. We never went to one workstation where everyone wasn't worried about every nut and bolt. I mean, you gotta give it to the American worker. They build the best truck in the world, and they are part of the Built Ford Tough story. Thanks for joining us.